welcome to my channel, JaiBees Crochet. I'm Amber, and I'm live in my car. For those of you watching the replay, because I know it's going to take a minute or two if I didn't check to see if one was done. I need somebody to pop in here and let me know if this thing is working. It has a green light on it. I just don't know if it's connected. So I made a quick Joanne's trip before I popped in my car, or parked in my car at this dance studio here. Hello, hello, Shazam. Can you hear me okay? I am using a mic, and I don't know if it's working. If I have to take it off, I will. Or turn it off. You could let me know. Yay! Does it sound like I'm using the mic, or does it? I don't know. I can't tell. Because when I was using, hello, Jennifer. I'm going to try something. I'm going to test, and I want you to tell me if you hear the tapping, okay? I don't want to do it too much because I don't want to, like, blast your guys' ears. Tell me if you hear the tapping, because if you hear the tapping, then I know this is working. Hello, hello. So yes, you heard the tapping. Give me a purple heart if you heard the tapping. Everybody's saying yes. Okay, so I bought myself a mic that I just wanted to test. So you guys are my guinea pigs. I got it fairly cheap off of Amazon. I don't remember how much. But I'm going to give it a couple minutes. There's my purple. Hello, hello, everybody. And if I don't say anybody's specific names, my chat's going a little quick for me. My eyes are tired. It's been a long day. Excuse me, I just burped into the mic, sorry. Yay, purple hearts. So I went to Joanne's. Normally I would have been here about 6:45-ish, but I decided I didn't have the right yarn. Hello, Tina. I didn't have the right yarn to make a sun bunny for my sister, so she was taken to the hospital last night by ambulance for mental health issues, and she's doing okay. She's doing a lot better today, but yeah, she's in the hospital for a little bit, and so if you guys, if you are the praying kind, I would much appreciate that. But I did go over and see her and hug on her and say, you know, love you. So she's a very eccentric young lady. Well, she's not much young. She's only a few years younger than me. We're very close in age. So I decided, I was like, you know what? Okay, I had my do not disturb on. My dad's trying to call. He must have called twice because he couldn't get through. And the only way to get through do not disturb is calling me twice. So if he calls me back, I may have to cut the live short and come back. So hopefully you guys will come back. It's, like I said, it's one of those days with my sister. So are you guys still there? I know if I froze for a second, it was because my phone froze up. So yeah, my dad lives in Florida, which is many states away. So he's, you know, not nearby to be with my sister. Thankfully, my mom and I live close-ish. My mom is 2.5 hours from her, and I'm an hour from her. So, yep, family first. That's right, Erin. But I didn't. I'm like, I just kind of freaked out when he called the first time. So I was like, ended it. So if he calls again, I will go ahead and take it because I don't know. So, all right. It has been 5 minutes, and I got several people here. Can anybody let me know? I'm assuming Juan is done. because like I said, I try to go on after he's done with his Let's Talk Stitches, what's the word I'm looking for? Program that he does now. Okay, so I went to Joann's because I'm making a wall hanging that I'm really excited about, and I needed a longer dowel rod because I ended up making it 16 inches, and the only size that I can find that are pre-cut are 12 inches. It's not quite big enough. I'd almost rather it be too big and not too short. So I got myself, this is, you can't even see the whole thing, it's a 3-foot dowel rod, but that's not what I am more excited to show you guys. So, okay, that's good. I figured he would have been done. So I went to Joann's, like I said, with the intention of getting the dowel rod, but then I also needed a new bag. I needed a new one of these. This specific one. It says, what does it say? This is how we roll, with the yarn ball being the O. I noticed a hole in mine, and I'm like, oh, I can't have holes in my bags. It's, you know, especially crochet bags, because they're my project bags. I use these bigger ones for project bags, and then when I buy them, I have the cashiers check out or use these as my bags, so I don't have to worry about well, that was an interesting car that just drove by. Squirrel. It looked like one of those, like, very custom looking, because it was very modern, very like flat sides. So random. So I went to Joann's with, like I said, the purpose of the dowel rod, the bag, and I had to get some of the new yarn because, well, like I said, my sister's in the hospital, and she has a bunny that's purple that she has had for years, a couple years now, that somebody, I think her boyfriend, bought her. And I was like, you know what? I'm going to make you a sun bunny so your bunny can have a pal. And like I said, she's a very eccentric person. Thank you, thank you. Yes, don't forget those thumbs up. Those are very helpful. I went and got her this color, this one of the new colors. This one is Neon Lights. I was going to do the Red Heart Neon Stripes, but I was like, you know what? I don't really want to do Red Heart because I can't wash the bunny. I mean, I could, but it's going to have stuffing in it, and I don't want to ruin the stuffing. So it's like, we'll go with something that's soft right off the bat. And so this is bright and neon, just like she likes. So I figured that would make a really cool looking bunny from Mrs. C, not Mrs., Miss C's cottage. I refer to her as Grandma C. So I got 4 of these, even though I only need probably 1 or 2. I'm sorry, Jennifer. I did see that the Joann's had the Red Heart Biddy stripes, and I had 2 skeins in my cart, but I knew I was already going to get flack for buying what I bought, and I did. I got a text within minutes of buying it, like, we really need to watch how much we're spending, and I was like, well, I had a purpose, I promise, like, I had to do this. So I had 2 of the Biddy stripes in my cart. One was the mermaid one, and one was the arcade, no, not arcade. I can't remember what the other one was now. It wasn't the crayon box. I couldn't find it there. I don't think they had it yet, or it was in stock. The other color I got is this one. You know, Juan's favorite color in there, pink. Or the color that shall not be named. This is the Mystic Mermaid. So I got 4 of these. And then the only other 2 I got were, I had 3 of these in my cart, but I put 1 back because I was like, I'm just going to get 2 because I'm making a blanket with this and a yellow. I love this yarn from Hobby Lobby. I'm running this and it together and making a really thick, heavy blanket for my youngest. But I want to make it bigger than just a throw. Like, I want it to be like a full-size blanket, like a full-size bed blanket, so that way he can grow into it. That's awesome, Deb. So Deb is one of the reasons. That's all I got for yarn. much to my husband's dismay. I told him, I was like, I got some yarn for my sister. I promise it had a purpose. Like, this time I actually bought it for a purpose. It wasn't just bought because, well, I wanted, well, some of it was because I wanted it. And y'all, it was $40 before I had them scan my teacher discount. It dropped it down to 28 bucks for everything. That's awesome, Aaron. I love Big Twist. Like, it's one of my favorites. He put that post out asking, what's your favorite? And I went, you are making me choose between the two that I like? Really? I'm like, I like both. I love this yarn and Big Twist. Like, give me both. I want an option for that one to vote on. So, yeah, like I said, it's been a long day. So, but I wanted to pop on here because I'm sitting in my car. Big Twist is awesome. I had to cancel my dentist appointment today, my chiropractor appointment today, and my kids have been playing video games all day long because they stayed home while I went to the hospital. Oh, wow. 15 millimeter. I mean, that's huge because I'm using a 9 with 2. Most of my blankets that I have 2 running together, I'm using my 9 millimeter. I wish I could show you guys the project that I'm working on with the dowel rod, because what I'm doing is I'm making a wall hanging out of yarn, but it's I'm calling it an applique wall hanging. So what I did is I actually crocheted the background. The bottom third is like grassy looking and the top is blue for the sky. And then I crocheted, I'm only going to tell you a few of these things because I want to keep it a surprise. My phone is getting too hot. Ugh, I may have to take the mic out because it's plugged into the phone and that may be draining the battery, or not draining the battery, but making it hot. You know what? Put this up on this. I was able to get by without. All right, I'm gonna pull the mic out and see what happens. Okay, let me know if you guys can still hear me. Sorry for the shake. Okay, I'm gonna turn it off. Can you still hear me? I gotta find a better solution. I don't know why going live on, I guess it's because of data. Okay, you can still hear me? Good. We'll try that, because apparently stuff plugged, it's fully charged, so it's not that. So I had the mic plugged into it. Well, at least I know the mic works, so. But yeah, I want to show you guys this project I'm working on, but I want to keep it a secret until the recipient receives it, because I don't know if said recipient watches my videos anymore or watches them. So yeah, I actually used Jada and Stitch's one of her tutorials for my son. I made a son for my okay, I will show you just the sun part, okay? So here is, well, okay, hers is a little bit smaller. I ended up increasing and making the circle part, and then I didn't frog it out far enough to make it the same as hers. So I just kept going with the pattern she had to make these rays, and so I think mine's like a 16 or 18 rays. Sun. So I used Jada and Stitches to make the sun, but I bought a pattern off of Etsy to make one of the appliques. I found a free applique recipe, as Juan likes to call them, off of I think it's Hobbii, the Hobbii website. I found a free applique pattern for another applique that I did, and then I looked on YouTube for for one of the other appliques. So I pulled from I guess Jada and Stitches I did. So 2 YouTube tutorials. I don't remember where the one applique is from, but the sun is from Jada and Stitches. So hopefully my phone is, I'm gonna feel it and see. It's still hot. I don't know why. Let's see if that helps. Freeze myself out again. So, another week. What are y'all working on? Anything new? Since I last was live, I started my peephole chevron Saturday, and I'm doing 3 colors, and I'm running 2 strands of each color together. So I'm using a 9mm with that. I'm using the same 9mm. I just move it around from bag to bag. And so I have done, let's see, I'm on red again. So I started with red. I've done 2 complete repeats. I don't know if I'm using the right terminology. I did red, white, blue twice, and then I just finished the other day the next red. Hello Yvette. I bought the set that you recommended for knitting needles. I just haven't started using them yet. It'll be like my Tunisian crochet hooks that I bought many months ago, and finally decided to start making some items. So I've made 2 items so far. I have no video plan. You know, life throws a wrench in your plans, because I was gonna get up this morning and record a video for tomorrow, and hello Heather. Crocheting a fillet horse's head. Ooh, cool. That sounds awesome, actually. Fillet crochet is another one I want to try someday. I know it's not too hard. I just got to do it. Oh, wow. I don't know if I have the eyes for diamond dot painting things. But anyway, yeah, I don't have a video recorded for tomorrow, so I may be recording one in the morning and getting it up later than I normally do, just to get me through tomorrow. And then I gotta record another one for Thursday. Well, I don't have to, but I'm trying to stay on top of it. You know, Thursday may just end up being a short, just to get, like, I just gotta get caught up, because just one day, I didn't record the last 3 days. That's why I try to stay ahead, because then I can have these days where I don't have to record. I don't have to make time for it. So that's why I haven't really done a whole lot of tutorials, which I'm not really, I mean, I do want to do some, but I just have to figure out how to balance my time between all of my duties that I have. So I don't know what I'm going to do for the, I got to get myself caught up, because today threw a major wrench in my plan, which, you know, it is what it is, and it's okay. I don't blame my sister on that. So yeah, the algorithm can really hurt you. So that's why I'm trying to stay on top of it. So that's why it may be a short, just something to get me through tomorrow and then Thursday, you know, because those are, yes, they still take me, you know, upwards of 30 minutes to an hour to I fidget with my hands, so that's why I have the dowel rod in my hand. I have to keep my hands busy. I can't crochet though. This doesn't require me to think, playing with the dowel rod. So yeah, it may take me time to, you know, record the short and edit it and everything and get it loaded, but it's just, what I have to do sometimes. So, oh, this may be a short live tonight. I don't know. I don't have a whole lot of, yeah. Well, they're not little though. I mean, they are little, but they're not little, if that makes sense. I don't know. In my mind, little means like toddlers. That's funny, Shazam. I would need a magnifying lens in front of me to do those. But then I wouldn't do it because I have to see the whole thing, I guess, through it. But I don't know. Maybe one day. But right now, I don't really have the time to add that on my plate. I literally spent most of my time after I got done homeschooling my youngest, my 6-year-old. I'm beginning to teach him to read, so I wish I hadn't have skipped out on school today, but I wasn't home to do it. So they had a free day today. They're going to have a free day tomorrow because my daughter's going off to an amusement park with a youth group. And then we're going to be back to it Thursday, Friday, and then we don't do school on the weekends, and then Daddy's off all next week again. So please wish me lots of luck and prayers for next week. Hopefully next week isn't nearly as long feeling as last week was. Although it was fun. Don't get me wrong, we did a lot of fun stuff. Yeah. My daughter's getting me there, Yvette, because right now she is signed up for 6 to 7 dance classes this fall. And she's trying to do, so they have this program that's called Cultivate. That's an intensive program, and not like a hard program intensive, but that's just what I don't know, you gotta say it in the right context to get the right meaning for it, but it's their ballet jazz intensive program, so it means you take those a little more seriously. And they offer Cultivate classes in all the different dance styles at the level she's at, but she has to place. They do a placement class thing in June, I think, and then again in August. We missed the June one because she didn't decide this until after the June one. So next month she's gonna go try out for the Cultivate program to see what level she would, if she could make it into it, at what level she would be at. And then if that's the case, then we would be down to like Tuesdays, 2 days a week. Because most of the classes if she places at level 3, most of the classes are on Tuesday and Thursday. So I may be able to keep my Tuesdays. I just don't know what time. And I don't want to go live when one's live, because I enjoy watching those, to be honest. I know I can watch the replay, and I know everybody says go when you want to go, and I will. I just don't know when. So, I feel like I'm talking to you guys. You guys are, I don't know. Yeah, that's cool. 4 to 5 days a week, yeah. So I don't know. Our plans for the fall are literally up in the air until this program placement class in August. So, and I gotta register for her troop thing that she does on Monday nights. Yeah, see, Deb, it's not the same. It really isn't. I don't know. I don't mind watching some replays, but I don't know. Oh, well, good for you, Shazam. That's awesome. Yeah, I'm learning. I'm not learning. I'm teaching. Hello, Angela. Yeah. Same here, Yvette. I have subscribed to so many channels. I cannot watch everybody's lives. Not everybody does go live, thankfully. But the majority of the ones that I watch and seek out are live. They have lives, and so yeah. So it looks like Tuesdays or Thursdays might be my night on. Oh, Thursdays are busy too on YouTube. I don't know. We'll see. We will see, because MDL is gonna go. He goes at 5 though, and I think he's central. So I wish I had things to show you guys and talk about with yarn and stuff. I don't know. I don't want to be boring. I just feel like tonight's kind of one of those, I don't know, weird nights. I have my peephole chevron with me. I suppose I could show you guys. I didn't think about that. Yeah, I'm sure it is. Teaching a 5-year-old. Yeah, I'm teaching my 6-year-old how to learn to read. So it's my 3rd one. Hopefully I do good. Anyhow. Thank you, Carmen. Yeah, Yvette, I get it. And that's my thing. I don't want to be boring. So, I mean, I try, you know. And I get so many compliments saying that everybody enjoys my content and stuff. So, I'm trying. But I have to give myself a yarn diet next month. Like, I'm not joking. Y'all, I need people not to enable me. Can you do that? See, my nose is getting stuffy again. I think it's just I don't know. I don't know, it's weird. It's not like really bad, but I can feel myself sniffling. But oh, like I was saying, you're working on every time I hear the word bucket hat now, I hear Jax from Creations by Jax in the back of my head going, bucket, bucket, bucket hat, bucket, bucket, bucket hat. And then it turns into, where he at, where he at, there he go, there he go. So I do appreciate all y'all's amazing support and compliments that you leave me, and I hope I never, you know, make you feel forgotten. Jeez. Long day, remember? I get grace because it's been a long day. So what yarn did I use for the Chunky Monkey market bag? See, every time I say that now, I hear that song. I used Mainstays cotton, 100% cotton from Walmart. I ran, it was called Opaline Green, and like, I can't remember what the gray was. I call it a silver gray because it had like a sheen to it. They both did. And so I ran the two together. I love that bag. I want to make another one. I keep saying this, that I'm going to make another, like I said I was going to make another winter cowl from him eventually. That may be a long ways down the road. I don't know, because I still haven't done that yet either. I really need to start on a bag. But I'm really, so okay. So I want to tell you guys, I have a goal. And I don't know if I've already told you guys this, because like I've said before, my memory sucks. Yeah, they really do, Karen. Yeah, Juan and Jax, they are seriously siblings separated by the universe to two different families. So here's my goal. What I'm thinking, oh, I wish I could send you some. Maybe I can, but I don't want to get it and send it to you because, you know, and you end up leaving, because I know you're kind of, it's kind of, you know, you're on a balancing beam right now with your mom. What was I gonna say? So my goal so every month I've been trying to have some sort of project that I start and finish in the month. So, you could can you order off of Walmart to your location in New York? Well, I don't know. Anyway, sorry. Squirrel. What was it? Oh yeah, my goal. So like May, I had my birthday blanket that I did, and then June I had the awareness blanket. And then just FYI, Yvette, they only have like a handful of colors, so you're very limited on the colors that you can choose from with the Mainstays cotton. But it's awesome. It's super, super soft. If you've ever felt I love this yarn from Hobby Lobby, it's a lot like that. I don't know what they do differently to their cotton that Peaches and Concrete does. I only do that as a joke because it's like an inside joke now with Juan and all our little, you know, family. Anyway, my goal is, okay, I have all these whips at home. I have roughly, actually I may have 9 now because I finished my Hexie cardigan and I haven't finished the tails on my Tunisian dishcloth yet. Okay, Heather, there you go. You should be able to order online even if you don't have it there. So, because I mean they ship everywhere. I would think they would ship there. So what my plan is each month I'm gonna pick one of my whips and I'm gonna work on it and hopefully complete it. You know, maybe not that month, but hopefully within that month. And then my brain just derailed. Oh, work on that whip and try and finish it in the month. But also I want to have a project that is my month project, right? So for July was my flag that I did, which that's done and outside. And then my peephole chevron. So I still have a little bit of time left. We're, you know, halfway through the month, so I should be able to finish, because I'm running, like I said, 2 strands of the same colors together, and I've already worked up quite a bit of it in just the 7 color changes I've done so far. The, you know, red, white, blue, red, white, blue, red. And then I think August 1st, hopefully I will have that peephole chevron done, blanket done, and I will start on the blanket I started for my mom that has baubles that, thank you, Carmen. I love that flag. It really turned out awesome. It's a little stiff. It's been outside for a few days now, and it's not really relaxing. So I know next time to make it a little, maybe with a bigger hook, or I don't know. Yeah, probably bigger hook, because I need some more drape. Because it still has a bit of a kink to it, which is, you know, it's fine. It's for the house, literally for the house. It's outside, right outside my house. So yeah, I think my plan is to start my mom's blanket. Thank you, Yvette. In August. I've already gotten a good probably 6 to 8 inches on it, and it works out fairly quick, even though it's hello Shirley. I am just going live for my cardigan. Waiting on my daughter at dance and talking about my goals for, you know, projects that I want to do. Like I said, I want to starting back up and finishing my mom's blanket, and hopefully, because her birthday's at the end of September, so I'm hoping if I really stick to it and do a few rows a day, because it's almost 200 rows. So somebody help me do the math. Let's say I have 45 days. I'm going to say 45 days will get me mid-September. Maybe 50, because her birthday, like I said, it's not till the end of September, like, you know, 3 weeks into it. So, but I want to say, let's say 50 days. How many rows would I have to complete each day to have it completed within 50 days? Let's say it's 200 rows. I think it was around 200 rows of single crochets. Maybe. The paper pattern is at home, and I have a chart that I'm actually checking off each row as I go, because I have to do it row by row. So 3 to 4 a day. I think that's feasible. I think. And that would give me a little bit of buffer room too. You know, if I don't get 4 rows done in one day, I can do, 3 the next day, or I could do more in one day if I really wanted to, but my goal is going to be 4 a day. I think that's what I'm going to do, starting August 1st, or sooner, depending on how soon I get the chevron done. Oh, by the way, let me show you that, because I was alluding to that a long time ago, and here I am probably like 15 minutes later finally remembering. Yeah, I think it is. It's a 5-foot throw, so it's going to be about a 5-foot throw. It's not going to be huge, just a throw, but it has trying to think, dog bones shapes made out of baubles, hearts made out of baubles, and then paw prints made out of baubles. It's turning out really cool. I'm already starting to see some of the heart and dog bones coming out in the pattern. So I got far enough to see that the pattern starting to emerge. It's just, I started getting down on myself going, this is going to take me years to finish. Okay. And this is easy enough. I may start it. I got the recommended amount of yarn, and then I think I went 1 extra skein more than what they recommended, because I'm always one that I have to get either even numbers, or I get what's recommended in the pattern, and then I get 1 or 2 more on top of it, just because I never know if my project is going to turn out like their project and use the same amount as what they use. So I don't know where that came from. That's trash. Yeah, it's better to be safe and have extra, and then you have more to do something with. And then it's always like a skein or 2, and you're like, well, what the heck do I make with this? Especially my mom's blanket, because it's all browns. You know, like, I don't really do a whole lot of brown work. I like color. I mean, brown is a color, but you know what I mean, right? Brown is just, I don't know, it's just not the same. Do you do gauge watches? No. I don't. I should. Oh, hey. I thought I left this on my sister's tray in the hospital. I brought this into the hospital because my mom needed to clean her glasses, and so I threw these in I brought this with me to work on, but I never touched it. I mean, well, I touched it to show people, and that was it. And I found I didn't leave it in there. There's my hook. I found it. Okay, let me show this to you, and then maybe I can start working on it. Where is all this coming from? Like, it's been in my bag. Like, I don't know how well you're gonna be able to see this, but like, I am loving this, Erin. Oh, look how cool that color's coming out. I'm fogging up my glasses because I'm talking into the blanket and it's going up my glasses. Yeah, oh, there you go. That's not a bad idea, Shirley. Right? Yeah, okay. Yvette, my sister, is doing much better. She had, well, I mean, the best way I could say it is she had a mental breakdown yesterday. So yeah. If you know K&K Crochet and their Bumblebee Mountain Outreach and the reason why it got started, well, I never thought I'd be here, but yeah, that's what happened. If you know what that, if you follow them. I know, isn't it pretty? I'm so excited. Erin, I love this pattern. And I did end up following Hooked by Robin. But I'm changing, I don't know if you can see, every 3 rows. Like, it is huge. Big yarn, yes, you bet. Big yarn, big stitches, or hold on. Big hook, big stitches. Where did I set it down? My hair is busy. Big hook, big stitches, as one says. Oh, it cracks me up. It's funny because on our Zoom, I was like, all right, so I took inspiration from not one person but 3 people in this one Zoom. So I have yarn changes, you know, every color change, but I don't know. I'm kind of starting to wonder if I'd just leave them. I don't know. It looks kind of cool, you know? Or do I, you know, and then add some more onto it maybe and make it fringe. So this is the side of the blanket though. Typically fringe goes on the ends. But I don't know. It kind of looks interesting. Anyway, so the 3 people, Erin's in here, and then Juan, so okay, and then Deb's in here too. So Deb inspired Juan to do fat hook, fat stitches, you know, so instead of just one strand of yarn, we're doing 2 or more yarn strands. Like Deb's doing 4, I think she said, with a 15 millimeter, and this is just a 9, and it's almost the size of my pinky. Not quite. It's probably the size of the bone inside my pinky. See, yeah, I mean, well, the 7 strand gave you bigger stitches, so we'll go with that. 7 millimeter gave you bigger stitches. It's not 7 yarn. Yeah. Well, you know what's cool? Yes, and Hooked by Robin is cool. So this is what I've made so far, right? I haven't even gone through... Okay, hold on. I actually went through my first red skein somewhere on this last row of the red. Of this red. So I got 3 color changes out of it, and I got this far. That's like almost a third to a fourth of my blanket that I'm making. I don't know how big it's going to be. But I may only have to go buy maybe 1 or 2 more of each color to make it big enough, because I'm on my second red, and I still have blue and white left from my first original skeins, so I'm assuming once I get to the end of the next color changes of blue and white, that, or white and blue, that I will be in the same, you know, what, 3 color changes of each color. That's gonna get me pretty far, because that's almost gonna be halfway or a third of the way. Yeah. Well, no, I started this Saturday mid-morning, afternoon, and I've gotten 1 skein of each color this far. I mean, I don't know. And I kind of, like I said, I kind of like these fringe on the side. It kind of just, I don't know. Once I lay it out and see it, then I'll know if I want to do the fringe or not. But would it be weird to put fringe on the side of the blanket, the long side and not the short side? But yeah, it works up pretty quick. I actually need to color change, so I might just do that while I'm talking. So if I'm looking down, that's what I'm doing. Look, I actually lost a stitch, so that works out, because that last stitch is where I need to do where I do my color change. So it wouldn't look weird? Is that what you guys are saying no to? That it would look okay? Because I might just, I don't know. So I might go buy 2 more of each color, but I have to wait. I gotta wait till at least August, I think, because my husband, unless I find some cash somewhere, because he is really getting tired of me buying yarn. Y'all, I went to my local yarn shop, and I think that video posted today, and I got very little yardage for what I spent, but I also got superwash and I think the other ones are, no, I think they're all superwash merino. Yeah, I mean, I got a lot of yards, but geez, Aaron, you frogged it like 47 times. Huh. Add more yarn to the changes. So, okay. So do I go back and add them? So what I'm doing is I'm changing every 3 rows, right? And so where this one starts, it ends on the other end of the other side. So the blue doesn't end up on the same side. None of them do. So that's why if you look, the color change is every other on this side, and then it's on the opposite ones on the other side. On the top of the peak, I kept going on to the next stitch and missing the loop out of habit. Oh yeah, there was one mistake so far. You know what? I should have left it. Cause like Michael from MDL, I think he got it from, so the Amish, what's funny is Brenda from Brenda's Knots and Loops, I don't remember. Oh yeah, that's what I was thinking of, that go back through and add the fringe on. Yeah, cause that's not hard. I mean, the more tedious part of that is cutting the yarn or measuring it and cutting it. Cause I am OCD enough, not textbook and not officially diagnosed, but I'm a perfectionist to a T, that I would measure out every strand of yarn, make sure they're all the same, and then make my fringe. Okay, I need to get this color change done before I, because I've already cut my yarn now, so I gotta pull my blue or my white out here. Oh. My red is over here. There we go. White. Come here, white. Hopefully I didn't miss any comments while I was looking over there. Da-da-da. Hey, Aaron, yeah, I get it. But yeah, Michael from MDL was saying that he was taught to purposely leave a mistake in, just because, I don't know, I can't remember what the meaning behind that was, but then Brenda from Brenda's Knots and Loops, she heard that the Amish do that on purpose. They leave mistakes in their, oh, I don't know what I'm doing. I didn't mean to put a slip knot on this, because I'm just pulling it through, and then I'm tying these two to the red. I'm not slip knotting it on there. Yeah, so I happened to see that, but I wasn't on there very long. I was on there long enough to see that, and then I just wasn't paying attention, so I had to get off, because where my sister's at in the hospital is an hour away. So I left my kids at home. My oldest is 13, my daughter, so she is old enough to stay home and babysit. But I did tell her why I was going, and I told the kids, pray for your aunt. So you think, yeah, possibly, surely, it probably would. But I want it to be different. So I don't know, I kind of like the fringe idea. I'd be okay with that. That's like, I'm not in a rush per se to finish this blanket. Anyway, what was I saying? Oh, my sister's an hour away in the hospital. So I drove over there this morning, and I spent pretty much most of the day there. I was probably in that city for like 6 hours. From the time I got there to the time I left. Yeah, it was about 6 hours. The one mistake that I did in this blanket, the chevron, is so the way it works is you have groupings of 5 on either end. So you start and end with a grouping of 5, and you have groups of 4 in between. So let me show you what I'm talking about. So right here between my pinky and my index finger, you have 1, 2, 3, 4 stitches, and on the end you have 1, 2, 3, and then there's 2 in the last one, so there's 5. I tried to put 5 somewhere in the middle in one of these rows. I can't remember. I thought it was in the first red, so I wasn't far enough into it, or maybe it was the blue. I don't know. It was one of these rows. I noticed it when I was about halfway through the next row above it. So I was like, this is like, because you have to skip 2 in the valleys, and so I got to a point where I was only skipping 1, and I was like, what? So I frogged it out and I redid it, which it was fine. But oh yes, Erin, give yourself some grace. Knitting is slow and I'm craving if you make a mistake. You can't just frog, you have to tink it. Yeah, I've heard that. I've never heard that until recently, that it's called tinking. Or tanking, whatever you want to call it. Or knit backwards, yeah. Oh dear God. There's a truck pulling in front of me. Please don't park in front of me. I don't want to talk to my phone with you in front of me. I kept ending up with 3. Oh goodness. So Erin, have you actually knitted before, or were you just wanting to try it? Or, learn it? I knitted, I taught myself how to knit many years ago. Which part are you answering? That you haven't tried it? But when my daughter, I can't remember if it was before she was born or shortly after, within the year, I think it was shortly after. Or no, before. I don't know. But I was into cloth diapering my first 2 kids. I was convinced not to do my 3rd one because of how I get overwhelmed with so much stuff on my plate. I think I would have been okay, but I'm kind of sort of glad I didn't. So, we did cloth diapering for sure, like 100%. Yeah, for both kids, for the first 2 kids. And, I don't know. I don't know what was up in my head, but I tried the ones where you pin them on, the cloth that you literally fold around their tushies, that doesn't like hold it in, it like will leak through. And the way the moms got away with doing those was putting covers over them to keep it from leaking all over their clothes and whatever, out of their diapers. So I decided, and I need to find the pictures. If I can find the pictures, I will post them on my community post of my knitted projects that I did. I did a few. And I knitted, y'all have it. Any knitters out there know what this is called, or even if you're not a knitter, you'll have to help me with the name of this, but they were covers. They were wool covers, where I knitted them to where it had a drawstring around like I tied it in a bow type of drawstring around their waist to, cinch it in, not tight obviously, to keep it from seeping up. And then you did little tubes for the little legs. And it was supposed to help keep it in, and so wool, I guess, it can still get wet, but if I'm using the right terminology, wicks it away, so it doesn't it doesn't go through, but it anyway, I very quickly didn't do that. I didn't use them, but I did make them, and I love the color that it turned out to be. Okay, so I got about 10 minutes and I gotta get off of here. That is so cool, Heather. I bought myself another set of knitting needles because I had gotten rid of all my knitting stuff. Because I was like, I'm never gonna do this again. But I don't know. I just keep seeing everybody, all these crocheters out there, learning how to knit for the first time. And I'm like, well, I already have some knitting skills. I'm still a baby knitter though, because I would have to relearn it all. So yeah, I'll have to find those pictures and post them on my community post on my channel. Okay, so I wanted to show you guys, this is how I like to start double crochets. I don't know if you've seen this, but it's called a stacked single crochet. So I go in, right here, this is just my chain 1 to chain up. I go into my first stitch right here, I do a single crochet, And then right here, right above my thumb, so you have your two sets of posts right here, right? Because I'm doing 2 strands, so you've got 1 post here and 1 post here. I go under actually this front one that's in the direction I'm going, right? So I'm actually turning this around so you can see. Let me see if I can fit it in there. It's getting tight because I'm holding it weird. So I go in like that. So this is the loop on my hook right here, and this is that front post that I went through. I draw up a loop and I pull it through that first loop, and then just like a double crochet, the last two loops on your hook you yarn over and pull through both of those, and then you have what they call kind of like a standing double crochet type of thing. I don't know if you have seen that. I'll have to do a video where you can actually see what I'm doing instead of me going like this. Put my knitting into my local county fair every year, and I went, oh cool, Heather, congratulations on the blue ribbons. So okay, let me show you. I've done 2 rows of white, and this is what I have left. Oh, seriously, where is all this coming from? Maybe this bag was dirty when I literally grabbed this bag this morning and threw this stuff in it so I could take it with me, because I have it in a basket normally at home. But this is my cake that I caked up the yarn into, and I'm actually, you can see, as I'm pulling from the center and the outside of the cake at the same time. This works so much better than the skeins, because the skeins, they started like getting sideways, and it started like, the outside one wasn't pulling up very well, so I'm like, I made them work until I got to the end of a color change, cut them, and then caked them up what was left. So what's in here is what I have left of those cakes. And that's just 1 skein, or 1 white, that's the first white and blue that I have left. And then my red one's actually bigger cake, because I caked up what I had left of my 1 red that I was using, and then the next one. Because I was like, I might as well go ahead and cake it up, because what I had left of the first one wasn't much. I can blab, and I think I have the gift of gab too. Hold on, what? Hold on, I started crochet 9 months ago. Hold on. I was reading Yvette's, and then Erin's got in the way, and I like confused myself. I just learned that a couple of weeks ago from Spring the Yarn Enthusiast. What'd you learn, Yvette? Sorry, I get to talking and squirreling that I forget what I say, and then you guys answer it and I forget. So Erin started crochet 9 months ago. I just picked one to do first. Now I want to try knitting. Okay, Heather, I love the stacked single crochet for the double crochet. If it tells me to chain 3 and it counts as a stitch, I will do that. If it tells me that to chain 3 and then that doesn't count as a stitch, I will use a stacked double crochet, or whatever you call it. So Erin, I'm impressed. Wow, 9 months ago you just started crocheting? Wow, that's awesome, and you are doing amazing. I have been crocheting for, gosh, I'm pushing almost 20 years. So, that is awesome. I'm a proud friend. Yeah, that's very impressive. Okay. My yarn needs to go on that side. There we go. Now I can crochet for 4 minutes, 5 minutes. Well, I got, 5 more minutes and I need to be getting off. I should probably just go ahead and get off because we're almost at an hour anyway. Oh, Erin, thank you. I do my best to teach the newbies because I didn't have a whole lot of people like you guys when I started over 15 years ago, because the way that things are on YouTube now with this community, it wasn't there then. That I didn't participate in it, so. Oh my gosh, Erin, no, don't. You know what? I got one stitch done. I might as well just go ahead and put this down because I ain't gonna get much done. Because I need to wrap this up anyway. I think that's what I'm gonna do. I have too much fun doing these lives. I really have become, I don't know, it's become fun to do. So I am actually just gonna go ahead and put it up. I'm gonna pack away my, I don't remember who it was, but somebody on Facebook, not Facebook, somebody on my channel was asking me about this pouch that I have. This is what I have. This is what I try to take with me. And these are all my Clover Amora hooks in here, because they're my favorites, to be honest. And in this pouch, like, this is a pretty, I mean, it's still got a little bit of room in there, but I try not to overpack it. But I have, like, chapstick in there, I got a pen in there, I got this mince can is my stitch markers, this flower one right here is my tapestry needles, whatever you call those, and then there's a black thing sitting right behind the scissors. That's my tape measure that I have from when I was selling 31. Hence why I have a 31 bag, although this is one of the more recent ones that I got from ordering from them, because I don't sell them anymore. I haven't for many years. Heather, I taught myself to crochet as well. Yeah, so my daughter essentially taught herself by watching YouTube, and I helped a little bit. So, alright guys, as much as I want to keep chit-chatting, and I can't believe it's been an hour already, goodness, it's went by fast. But I need to actually move my car up to the front of the building so I can go wait for my daughter to get out, because she'll be out in about 6 minutes. So, yeah, Erin, I can understand how you just learned from YouTube, because it was there 9 months ago. Alright, so same time next week, fingers crossed. My husband is off next week, so if he ends up coming with me to drop her off at dance, then I won't be going live, because I ain't gonna do this in front of my family with them in the car. It will not go well. So if I can come by myself next week, I will go live, but it's gonna be one of those weeks. Tuesday is my go-to night, because it's my daughter's last dance night, and my husband's off. So next week, I don't know, it's fair game on when I go live again. So hopefully 6:45 next Tuesday. So have a great night, and I will see you guys on the YouTube streets. Like I said, it may be some shorts over the next couple days just to get me through until I can build up my recordings again. So thank you guys for being here. I've coined my new phrase. It's a great day to be positive, spread kindness, and go out and create beautiful things. I'll see you guys on the next video. Have a great night. Bye.